All right. Looks like the stream is good. Looks like everything is going along smoothly. Now, before we begin with anything, I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me clearly, that everyone can hear me over the music, just to make sure that all of my volume settings are good and stuff like that. So if my volume settings are good, if they're bad, just let me know how they are in chat. I'm reading everything that you're sending. So are the volume settings good right now? Can you hear me? Is it a nice balance between music and speech? Okay, so it looks like we're good. That's good. All right. Then I suppose we should get started then. So let's do that. Okay. So hello everyone. I am Crimium. I am the creator of Aquatopia, which is a comic series that I made very poorly. I am the worst creator of things ever. So, some of you might be aware that this comic series that I've created is 1 year old now, and yeah, that's kind of crazy to think about to me. It feels like just yesterday I was starting the creation of the first chapter. So, to celebrate this milestone in my creation of this series, I decided that I would do a live stream where I live read all the chapters that I have out. Sorry, no chapter 7 yet. You'll still have to wait for that. I'm gonna read all the chapters that I have out so far and kind of talk about my thought process while creating them, how I feel about the chapters, and some cool trivia that if someone were to like make an iceberg video or something on Aquatopia, they'd have material for it. Not gonna lie, this feels like an interview. It's a little bit like an interview, except I'm the only person here. Yeah, so I think that we should probably get started, but before we do, I want to ask, what order do we want to do the chapters in? Do we want to go in the actual order that we're supposed to? Or, like, are we going to go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6? Or do you guys want to vote on what chapters we should do first? So, should we start with chapter 1 or get funky with it? Because I'm willing to get funky with it. Okay, we have one vote for actual order. Okay, so that's literally 100% of the people here voting for the actual order. So, yeah, that's fine. We can do that. So, I suppose we should start with the first chapter. Chapter 1. So, without further ado, let's start this thing. Shall we? Okay, so this is Aquatopia Chapter 1. It is, surprise, surprise, the first one I ever made. I have some, like, notes here on my phone about what I want to say about each chapter. This isn't scripted or anything, it's just bullet points, so I kind of have a vague idea of what I'm doing. So, yeah, this chapter was released on December 28th of 2021. And, I gotta be honest, I'm not quite proud of it anymore. Uh, it, it it's it's my first chapter, so obviously there's going to be improvements from the rest of them. But I don't know. I just feel like I wasn't really trying my all with this one. But yeah, enough stalling. Let's get into this, huh? Feels like 'twas yesterday when it was released, indeed. Okay, so I want to talk about this song that's playing currently. Um, Alternate Atlantis. Let me turn up the volume just in case. So this is Another Atlantis, which is the first track that I had composed for Aquatopia. I when I was making it, I kind of wanted it to be like, when you think of Aquatopia, this is the song that plays in your head. And that was kind of the mentality with this specific track. And I kind of want it to be like, the Aquatopia song. Whether I achieved that or not is debatable, I guess, but, yeah. Alright. Okay, so, we start at Melvick Elementary. And so, I don't know if many people paid attention to this, but there is, like, a set time for when Aquatopia takes place right here. It says August 2012. That is the general time frame. So, we got the teacher, and he says, now, can anyone tell me what the area of the shape is? And then we have this person here raise their hand, and the teacher asks, Elizabeth, can you tell me what the area is? So this is Elizabeth Evergreens. Essentially the protagonist of the series. So she gets it right. I do not know if that's an actual math equation that can happen. I don't know, I'm stupid, so, Elizabeth looks a little weird, no offense. Okay, so that brings me to my first bullet point. Thank you for bringing that up. The art, I'm just gonna put it bluntly, the art in Chapter 1 is bad. Even compared to Chapter 2, I, in my brain, made some very, changes intentionally to my art style to make it look a lot more appealing. So, Chapter 1, to me, is just, not really a proper showcase of my art capabilities. So, I'm not too proud of it when it comes to that aspect of it, but I feel like it's a time capsule, Okay, so she gets it right. This is Samuel here. This guy. He's a little bit confused, as you can see. So the bell rings. They leave, and Elizabeth notices that this stupid, dumb child is dumb and stupid and doesn't know math. So she walks over and says, "Hey, you seem kind of confused. If you want, I could help you study." And then Samuel says, "Oh yeah, sure, we can meet at my place. Here's the address." Okay, see you then. See you tomorrow. Now, another bullet point that I want to bring up is that this was not how the scene was supposed to go. The original plan was that Elizabeth would walk out of class when the bell rang, and then a bully would come up and just be a jerk. And then Samuel would come by and please stop. I decided to not go through with that because I had written it down, but, like, the reason for bullying Elizabeth was just, like, non-existent. Samuel dragged her into this mess. Basically, this is... if Elizabeth has anyone to blame in this situation, it's Samuel. But, yeah, so... The reasoning for why I had the bully just be a jerk to her was just, like, not there. I think it was something like, oh, you're so pompous about the fact that you're so smart or something like that because she's good at school. It was dumb. So when I was doing the illustrations, I decided to completely redo that scene, just like as I was doing the illustrations. I didn't rewrite it or anything. I just like remade the scene as I was drawing the illustrations. Okay, so Samuel walks out of the school and then says, "Geez, it's pouring out there. What did I have to wear my good clothes?" And so he gets home. Now, before we move on, there is a bullet point that I want to bring up, is that these actually were not my first attempt at drawing the illustrations for this chapter. See, the thing was, isn't Sam in a gifted class? You told me. So that's right. That's also something I should mention. Yeah, so Samuel and Elizabeth are both in a gifted class. Elizabeth, because she actually, like, deserves it, and she should be in a gifted class because she excels in what she does. But Elizabeth, because... But Samuel, because his dad just kind of made him. Samuel isn't really qualified for it. But, yeah, as I was saying, I originally started making the illustrations for this chapter in Scratch itself, like using Scratch's art tools. And, I got pretty frustrated pretty quickly because Scratch's art tools aren't very good. So I just kind of scrapped it, and I had the script laying around for a couple months, unsure what to do with it, before deciding to do the illustrations on paper instead, which was way easier. I'm way better at illustrating on paper than I am digital. So, yeah, that's an improvement, I'd say. But yeah, they're both in a gifted class. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up, Stick. I totally forgot to write that down in my bullet points. Okay, so, hi, Dad, and then his dad responds, "Hey, Sam, I gotta go to work now. Please take out the trash." And so he just, like, gets disappointed. "All right, Dad, I love you." So the thing about Samuel's dad you need to know is that he's, like, trying his hardest. He is this struggling man going through a midlife crisis and trying to provide for his family while balancing the stress that his work causes. And we'll see that leak through into future chapters. Okay, so takes out the trash. It's still raining. Better do this quickly. This weather is unbearable. So he throws in the trash, and then something weird's going on with the rain. What on earth? The rain's going in one direction. And then it forms a whirlpool. And so he gets sucked in. Oh no. Yeah, someone help. And then he's just, like, transcended into Aquatopia. So Samuel wakes up to find himself underwater. Okay. Now this next bullet point is going to sound kind of like a rant, if that makes sense. But in my opinion, in my humble opinion, Music Box Washed Upon Shore is the worst thing that I have ever composed. It's so empty. There's like nothing to it. It's like, and also I messed up the like timing, and some of the notes are delayed, so it doesn't really have a time signature, which is not too great for music, I'd say. Um, but yeah, I don't. I'd like to remake the song someday. I'm not proud of it. Um, Honestly, I kind of like it. You know, I like what I was going for, but like there should be like some more instrumentation in there, maybe at least a drum set, and you know, proper pacing. Okay, so where am I? I can breathe just fine. Same, it sounds like it would be played in some tragic backstory. Um, a little bit. I think I mentioned that in my music comment. It sounds like you got the bad ending or something. I can breathe just fine. What is this place? Hello? This place is nice. Am I dreaming or something? Pinches himself. Guess I'm a heavier sleeper than I thought. Who goes there? Now, before we move on, it feels like a music. Oh my gosh, so true. Before we move on, I would like to mention something that I don't know if I've talked about, but Aquatopia was originally going to be a game, not a comic. So, chapter 1, so like I had ideas for levels, and every chapter is just those levels, quote unquote levels, because I had made no code, repurposed into chapters. And yeah, so like each character that's introduced in these chapters would have been the boss of the respective levels. And yeah, I'll talk more about that in a bit. It does affect some of the storytelling, because I kind of had to improvise for stuff that's just supposed to be gameplay. So yeah. Alright. And then we're introduced to our first new character. Whoa! Huh? Hi, I'm Musico Jr., but you can call me Junior. I've never seen a sea creature like this before. Hi, I'm Samuel. I'm not a sea creature, I'm human. So, Junior here is a very energetic character, I'd say. Who was the first ever Aquatopia character you made? Samuel. It's just Samuel. I made the main character first. Sorry, that's not a very satisfactory answer, but yeah, I made Samuel first. But like, the song that's playing, I usually make everything by myself. I tend to be a very independent person when it comes to projects, and Waltz of a Carefree Kappa was made in collaboration with my friend Cougar, who also has some background in music. We decided to just collaborate on the song because I didn't have a theme for Junior yet, and I needed one. So we decided to collaborate on the song, and honestly, I quite like it. It's a bit different compared to the other tracks that I've composed, but I still love it all the same. Okay. A human? Do you not know what a human is? I suppose. Well, now you do, I guess. So what are you then? You certainly are a human. I'm just a normal old kappa. A what now? A kappa. I'm a yokai. I'm just gonna preface this right now. I'm not really a fan of the writing for this chapter either. This was written back in, like, June of 2021. It's old writing. Very old. Like, months apart from chapter 2. Speak English, please. No idea what you're talking about. Well, you're more clueless than I thought. Anyways, I'm not sure how I got here. I was going about my normal day, until I was sucked into a whirlpool and a portal. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of weird, but oh my, we need to go. The chat is delayed, by the way. Yeah, YouTube has some pretty bad stream delay. It's not really something that I can fix. Ooh, this way. Ow, how old are you? Oh, I'm 7. I'm turning 8 soon. You're 4 years younger than me? You're so strong, you nearly pulled my arm out of my socket. Hey look, it's the emote from the server. This place is called Aquatopia. It is said that if there is a nearly unsolvable catastrophe, the ruler will call in another being powerful enough to prevent it. I think you're that person she called in. Then the ruler chose the wrong person. I'm just a weak teenager with no brain cells. What? No way! I bet you're so much more than that. You should go to the capital and ask the queen why you were sent here. You almost pulled my arm off, and you say I'm some ultra-powerful god? This has to be a mix-up. Just because I'm strong doesn't mean I'm better than you. You gotta believe in yourself. You need to confront the queen. Alright, I'll try. Well, want to stay here for the night and start tomorrow? Sure, this is a lot. It's probably a good way to de-stress. Okay, I'll have to ask my mom, though. She should be home soon. Okay. So, 30 minutes later. Hi, Mom. Hi, hon. I wanted to ask you about something. What would that be? I just met this strange man who's older than me. Can he stay with us for the night? When you phrase it that way, it makes me sound like a total creep. I don't remember why I wrote this. I just think it's funny. The fantastic commentary that you can only get on the Aquatopia stream. Mizuko Jr. is a true Chad. Alright. Well, after some convincing, she said yes. We had to practically give her an essay on why I'm not a wanted war criminal. Well, I consider it a success. Okay, now before I read this next page, I would like to give you some more trivia. There was an unused scene in this chapter where Samuel and Junior decide to make a sleeping bag for Samuel because he doesn't have a place to sleep. So what they ended up doing is that Junior made him this absolute abomination of a sleeping bag with leaves, and Samuel's just like, you know what, it's fine, I guess, I'll just sleep on the floor. But the scene was kind of pointless, and I was getting towards the point where I just kind of wanted the chapter to be over with, so I cut it out. I have it written, but I just decided not to go through with that scene, and you know, just shorten it so I didn't have as much trouble making it. So yeah, well, see you in the morning. Samuel, does this mean we're friends? I suppose. Well, good night, new friend. You too. And that was Aquatopia Chapter 1. I just remember being so happy when I finally got it out. Yo, hey. Oh my gosh, hi. Hi, Tommy. You know, one of these days, you should make, like, an unused compilation of Aquatopia stuff. So, welcome to the stream, Tommy. I'm just kind of reading all of the chapters that I've created, and, yeah. Explaining things. So, yeah. This was the end. This is chapter 1. I just remember being so happy when I finally got it out, because, like, this had been something that I was working on, like, developing it for, like, a whole year, like, trying to get the idea, and when I finally got it out, I just felt this, like, sense of joy, and, yeah, that's kind of what led me to where I am now, and as much as I'm not very proud of this chapter anymore, I gotta say that I have to give it credit for that. So before we move on to chapter 2, I want to show you guys something that some of you might not be familiar about. So check this out. So if you press up, up, down, down, left, right, it'll ask you to pick a number between 1 and 4. I'm just gonna pick a random number. Let's go with 1. Behind the scenes room. How interesting. And you're kind of given this room of secrets that was kind of inspired by, like, secrets in Sonic games when you get to the level select. If you could ever change anything about Chapter 1, what would it be? I'd say the thing that I would change about Chapter 1 was the writing. I feel like that was its worst offense. It's not really up to my standards as of now, so I'd like to rewrite this chapter, in all honesty, to make it less convoluted and whatnot. Okay, so this is a direct Sonic CD reference, as the text at the top clearly states. But yeah, that's Aquatopia Chapter 1. Should I rate these? Why not? I'm going to give this one a solid 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, staffs. Electric staffs that Samuel uses. I'll give it 3 out of 5 staffs. But yeah, that was Aquatopia Chapter 1. The start of it all, really. So, I suppose we should move on to Chapter 2. Let me check my bullet points here real quick. Okay, so this chapter is a huge improvement, in my opinion, to Chapter 1, because it's like, not only is my art better, but also, I wrote this way after Chapter 1's script. I feel like it's a way better representation of, what I've achieved now. The Aquatopia character arcs. I guess there's character arcs in Aquatopia. Yeah, I feel like this one is substantially better than Chapter 1 in pretty much every element when it comes to music, art, and writing. Still, everything's not exactly up to my A game, but I feel like that this was the transitional, like, starting to find my footing chapter. But I'd honestly say that even though it's not really up to par with my work now, I'm still very proud of it. One thing that irritated me about this chapter is that since I do everything on paper, I need to have, also introduce Cool Boy Kraken. Yep, Kraken seems to be a fan favorite, so there's that. It has that going for it. But the thing about Aquatopia Chapter 2 is that I would not stop running out of paper. See, when I collect the paper to draw all my illustrations, I don't really count how much paper I need when I probably should do that. But I, had to get more paper 3 times and restaple everything. And it just, it was so annoying. But eventually, I think the total came up to 40 pages. So that's awesome. Now, let's start it. Okay, so we cut back to the surface. What do we got here? Someone steps out of the car. Kids, I'm home. Someone's sobbing. Hurrying noises as paper falls to the floor, sound effects. Kids? Sob. Basically, what's wrong? So this is the character where I introduced This is the chapter where I introduced character titles. Because I feel like that's something that I probably should have done in chapter 1, so it was less confusing, but you know. So this is Samuel's sister, Macelou. She is one of the side characters. Dad? Samuel? What about him? He is missing. Dun-dun-dun! Cut to fun, happy Aquatopia music as someone's kid is in fact missing. Let's go. Alright. Okay. So, Samuel's sleeping. Now one of the changes I made right away with this chapter, and I don't know if anyone really noticed this or not, but where the shoulders in Aquatopia chapter 1 were more curved, I made the shoulders more pointy because I felt like it looked better and it made anatomy more easy. I don't know, I might just be like talking nonsense, but I feel like it was an improvement over tubes for limbs. Also, I like the flavor text. How old is Macelou? She's a little bit older than Samuel. I'd say probably 13, 14, something like that. So we got Junior, Sam, wake up. Huh? You've been sleeping all day. It's like 5 o'clock. 5? I gotta go. Wait, you don't even know where to go. Oh, yeah. Well, where do I go then? This chapter started a running joke of Samuel just having the worst sleep schedule possible. You're gonna have to go through the cave to the coral reef. Cave? Yep, just keep going straight through the copper forest. Alright, thanks for everything. You don't have to be in such a rush, you know. Sorry, I just sort of want to get this over with. Don't you want to at least stay for dinner? Sure, why not? So, what are you cooking? Fried potatoes. Wake up, Samuel, this is all a dream. Just like, I can't believe it's just a burning memory. Okay, so something that I'd like to note about this scene, while they're eating potatoes, very epic, is that I was actually going to have an original song here called Dinner with a Kappa. It was going to be like a sort of jazzy, chill vibe. I never composed it at all. I never made any progress with it. I just had it in my mind and thought, this might be a cool track to include. I had the name and that's it. But I didn't include it because this scene is like 2 pages long, and having music, an original track there would just be kind of pointless. So I decided against it. How did you get that underwater supplies from the government? Huh. So yeah, the government supplies the Aquatopian citizens with food from the outside world. How nice. Okay. Bye. Let me know if you die or not. Thanks. I gotta say, Junior's probably one of my favorite characters. I love his head empty energy. Just keep going straight. Got it. So, he keeps going straight. Says that menacingly. JoJo symbols appear. Meanwhile, up on land, we've got Elizabeth again. So, something about Elizabeth that I'd like to mention real quick. Where do they get it? So, they probably, like, have trading with the outside world, like, have some sort of trade deal set in place with farmers and whatnot. So, the thing about Elizabeth is that I could never decide on her character title. In this one, it's Eternal Patience. I think it's like Eternal Elegantness in the third chapter or something. But I think I've settled on one now. What I'm going with for now is the Elegant Maiden in red. Um, but that might change. I don't know. Elizabeth is kind of weird for me. I'm kind of indecisive on her. This is the place, but hole caused by the whirlpool. What on earth? Hello, Samuel? Anyone home? Guess not. Something is going on. No one's home. Samuel was absent from school, and this stupid hole is here. Huh? Help! The sidewalk is breaking! Help! And then she falls down the hole. So I didn't really illustrate it very well. This is probably the worst looking art in the chapter. But basically she was sitting right next to the hole and the ground was unstable, so it cracked and she fell through. Alright, time for one of my favorite songs that I've composed for Aquatopia. Do y'all mind if I just stop everything I'm doing real quick to appreciate this, because I love this song. Yeah. I remember being so proud of this when I composed it. Okay, anyways. I stared into the abyss and it stared back. Yeah. Okay. It was about right there, I think. Okay, so back in Aquatopia. Okay. Cave. Deep and dark. Gulp. Whatever, I can do this. See? Nothing to worry about. Pound. I gotta get out of here. Oh wait, I could just swim. So, I like that scene. It's funny. And then sees the exit of the cave. He's almost free until hold it right there. Probably another one of my favorite characters. We'll get to that in a bit. Okay, so Elizabeth is in Aquatopia. Huh? What is this place? I'm underwater, but I can breathe? Nah, this has to be a dream. Pinch. Or not? It's so calming here. There's no noise and... Hi there! Yeah! No way. Another one? Wow. Kappa? Yep, and I take it you're human? I am. I saw one just now. His name was Samuel. Samuel? Yep, he's off to see the Queen because... Blue-white sailor's cap? If Sam were an inch back, he would be dead. Dumb luck, I guess. Blue-white sailor's cap? Yeah. Then I gotta go. He's my friend from school. I gotta catch up to him. Who are you? I am the ferocious Kraken. Alright, I'm pretty sure that, Roach is probably very excited about the fact that, his existence is on stream right now. But this is the Kraken. He is based off of the Kraken from mythology. You ever been to Greece? No, yeah, I'd say that I quite like him. I think the comedy in this chapter ended up being really good when it comes to him. I don't think you heard me. I am the... Yes, yes, yeah, see, he's excited. I don't think you heard me. I am the... No, I did. It's just... Is this a joke? Or... Joke? Joke? Back in my day, I was the most horrifying creature you could imagine. Okay, I think I'm gonna go. Hold it right there, whippersnapper. Whippersnapper. You think you can come into my cave and get off scot-free? Yeah, and plus, it's not even your cave. It's a public tunnel you're asking for it. Wanna go, kid? Yep, bye. Not that kind of go! Okay, so, something that I would like to bring up about the Kraken theme, specifically. I quite like it, but back in my day, yeah, I quite like the Kraken's theme. But the thing about it is, that I don't know if a lot of people are aware about, is that it's actually a remake of a song I composed way before Aquatopia. His head grows cartoonishly wide, yeah. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the original song saved, it's just something that I kept in my head. But I remember thinking, this kind of fits the Kraken, maybe I should remake it, and so I did. I didn't originally make it with Online Sequencer, I made it with, like, Chrome Music Experiment Lab, or whatever it's called. But whenever I hear this song, I don't hear, like, an original tune, I just hear, like, a deluxe version of something I've already made. So, yeah, Kraken's theme is technically not new, I just haven't really shared it with anyone up until this point. Listen, if you just let me leave, we won't have any trouble. No, we're gonna settle this right here, right now, like men. No? What is going on here? Elizabeth? I'm assuming you don't need help on the homework anymore? No. Another one? Well, this weirdo keeps claiming that he's the Kraken. He's threatening me. That's... But I am. I swear I am. You two have no idea what aging does to a man. Can we please just... leave? Fine. Great, bye. You kids will regret messing with me one day. Mark my words. Who's best, girl, Helen or Eliza? That's a question. Well, definitely one of the questions of all time. I don't know, I think I like Elizabeth more just because she's a main character. This strange world is fascinating. I know, it feels like a dream, and yet, it's a world that isn't fantasy. Well, we should find somewhere to sleep. It's getting dark out. Okay. We got another deleted scene. That's right, chat, we got another deleted scene. I was gonna have a scene where they started a fire, and now you might be asking, what? They're underwater. How can they start a fire, you bozo? Well, I have a great answer to that question. You see, I was gonna make a funny SpongeBob reference, where Elizabeth was gonna be like, hey, if we're underwater, how can... and then the fire would go out. You know, a reference to that one clip of Patrick. I ended up not doing that, obviously. Again, because I just wanted to get the chapter done and over with, so that was kind of the reasoning why I didn't do that. We can just spend the night out here. Okay, so why are you here? That's what I'm trying to find out. Well then, I'm coming with. Alright then. And that was chapter 2. I honestly like it a lot more than I do chapter 1. I feel like the comedy was pretty good. I'm really proud of the music. I think I did really good with it. Again, this chapter was kind of experimental in a sense, because, you know, I had chapter 1 in my brain all this time, but Chapter 2, I had a vague idea of what I was going to do, and since all of the Chapter 1 stuff is pretty old and outdated, I felt like Chapter 2 found my footing, like, in terms of my modern art. So, yeah, I feel like that one was a really good chapter. Um, and I still like it. Yeah, it's cool. Alright, we got another secret in this chapter. We've got the up, up, down, down Konami code. And we have some more secret images. Okay, so this secret image is a reference to the fact that, and he's right here in chat, actually, Roach had made a fan character of me. He had made my alter ego and named them Perium. Because I'm Crimium, and, you know, Crimium, Crimson, Perium, Periwinkle. Yeah, so this color palette is a reference to that design he made for that character. I was testing some alt color palettes that I had in mind. Like, I still kind of had the idea of a game in mind, and I wanted to create alt color palettes just in case we needed, like, a player or two or whatever. Yeah, what happened to Perium, by the way? I don't know, it's your character. And then I made this Toho fan art, because this year Toho 6 turned 20 years old. Happy birthday, Toho 6. We're not celebrating you right now, we're celebrating my thing, so give me attention. Yeah, Chapter 2, I gotta say, I give this one 4 royal staffs out of 5. I'd say it's pretty good. It's just a little bit outdated in terms of my more modern stuff. Excuse me. Alright, next up is Chapter 3, which is a bit of a different chapter. Yeah. It's more laid back compared to the other two, which Chapter 1 was mysterious, Chapter 2 was a bit, like, a lot of things happening. Chapter 3 is supposed to be like a pat on the back saying, don't worry, it isn't all random shit occurring at once. So, yeah, that's kind of what Aquatopia, Chapter 3 is. So, let's jump into it. So, we've got another scene with Samuel's family, and this time, his father gets a face reveal. This was Sam's favorite spot. I know. If Mom could see us now, she'd think I'm pathetic for losing Samuel. Yeah, so Samuel's mom is dead. I'm just putting that out there. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but yeah, Samuel's mom is dead. Blank faces. Yeah, because it's zoomed out, and obviously, everyone knows that when you're looking at someone from a distance, their face refuses to render. Parium Ambertopia, Parium Flame City. Dad, don't say stuff like that. I know, I feel like the worst dad in the world for losing your little bro. It's not your fault. It was that damn water. Okay. So, Aquatopia Chapter 3. I like this cover art. It's nice. Yeah, but you probably still see some eyes. Well, yeah, right. I'm sorry. Or part of the face. I'm sorry. Anyways. Okay, so Chapter 3. Let's go. Okay, so this is where the art starts to look a lot more like my modern stuff. I feel like this is where modern Aquatopia starts to occur. So, you're finally up. Well, let me guess, it's 5 again? Let me guess, it's 5 again? No, it's like 9 a.m. Huh, guess my sleep schedule is fixing itself. Alright, well then, shall we hit the road? Yep, to the city. So they gotta get to the city to get to the capital, because the city is the capital. In time for one of my favorite tracks in all of Aquatopia. Yeah, so I like this one. This one's good. I like it. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite tracks. Anyways, yeah. So yeah. Welcome to Aquatic Utopia is one of my favorites. Even if it's just it's a little repetitive, but yeah, I'd say I'm proud of it. So it's so bizarre. You said there was a hole there. Yep. Well, it was called by a whirlpool that sucked me here. How is that even scientifically possible? In the past 2 days, I've learned that beneath the surface lies things that even science can't comprehend. So, tell me, what exactly are we doing? Well, according to Junior, I should go see the Queen because apparently I was brought here for a reason. Is that so? I guess? I don't see why the Queen would want a total nobody like me, but you've survived 2 days underwater and met a kraken. Stop doubting yourself, will you? Look at all the fascinating critters in the coral reef, Sam. Whoa! Yeah, so this area with the long road that goes to the city is called the coral reef. And to avoid some confusion, let me just explain something about the fish in Aquatopia. They're not citizens. Like these fish right here, they're not like considered citizens. They're like wildlife. They're like animals essentially. And then you've got like the mermaids and stuff that like can actually speak and stuff. Those are the citizens. Yeah. Amazing. Indeed. 2 hours later. Oh, how long is this road? I don't know. Hey look! A sign! Aquatopia's capital city, Aquamarine. In 1 mile. Who would be canonical voices to the characters? Chris Pratt. Normal citizens are called Vin. Yep, I told Stick that. Normal citizens are called Vin. Who would be the canonical voices to the characters? Chris Pratt as Samuel, Charlie Day as Elizabeth, Anya Taylor-Joy as the Kraken, Jack Black as Junior, Danny DeVito as the innkeeper. No, I'm kidding. I don't like to assign canonical voices to the characters just because I feel like I'll leave that up to the fans. They can decide what voices fit the characters. I don't want to limit your imaginations. We really need to find a place to rest for a bit. My legs are noodles. Wait, Sam, a hotel. We could rest for a bit. Gothic Reservoir, huh? Let's try to get a room. Okay. The song that's currently playing is Various Establishments. And the only reason I'm bringing that up is because Various Establishments is one of the things that I'd like to talk about. So Various Establishments was kind of an afterthought. I had composed it because I felt like up until then, you know, I should probably have at least 2 songs in each chapter. Having one new song. No, I'm named Innkeeper. So this is Roach's least favorite character. So, but various establishments was, again, it's just like an afterthought. I felt like I needed another song, and so I decided to compose one. Um, and the thing is, it's called Various Establishments because the original plan was that before stopping at the hotel, they would, like, there would be this, like, montage of them, like, visiting different shops in the coral reef, because it's kind of just a big marketplace in lore. But I didn't have enough time for that, so I just decided they'd go right to the hotel. Alright, so, hi, I'd like to stay the night? Oh my gosh. Are you that human boy everyone's talking about? People are talking about me? Nothing like this has happened in like 100 years. No joke. The Queen must have obviously sensed something in you. You know what? Since I'm like your biggest fan, I'll give it to you for free at no charge. Wow, really? Well, in that case, room for 2, please. Wait, for 2? Hi. No way. I can't squeal. That was awful. I'm sorry. I'm never doing that again. Oh my gosh, there's 2 of them? This is so cool. Yes, about that room. Oh yes, here's your key. Thanks. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the news of your arrival went everywhere, I, like, stocked up some weapons in case you came. Because, like, some really lame people might try to, like, harm you, so... Oh, alright. And then, this is where we're introduced to the Royal Staff. What's this thing do? Zap! I'll take it. Well, since he took this wand, I suppose I'll take this knife. She looks like Samuel if she was a shark. So, yeah, she kind of looks like Samuel a little bit. I'll get to, like, the specifics of her in a little bit. She's an interesting case. Well, we'll be off to our room now. Okay, see you later, you, like, totally awesome humans. She was nice. Yeah, a little too nice. Okay, so I want to talk about that innkeeper real quick. And why she wasn't really a notable character, so to speak. So, the reason why she doesn't even have a name or a color palette or really her own theme is simply because of the fact that, like, it stems from the fact that, again, Aquatopia was supposed to be a game. So, since this is the 3rd chapter, this would have been the 3rd level. Junior and Kraken would have been the Stage 1 and Stage 2 bosses, respectively. The thing is, in Chapter 3, in Level 3, the idea was that Samuel and Elizabeth are playable characters. You get to choose which one you want to play as. So, if you selected Samuel as a playable character, when you got to Level 3, Elizabeth would have been the boss, and if you chose Elizabeth, Samuel would have been the boss in Level 3. So obviously, since they're both together in actual Aquatopia as the book, I couldn't have them fight each other. So I decided to compromise and have this just kind of be like a road trip chapter, I guess. Okay, so I hope that made sense. Okay, so they're in room 43. Whoa, this room is okay, I guess. The beds are sorta comfy? Well, at least we have a TV. I wonder, do they get human TV? Let's find out. And I'm hearing that we now have some breaking news on the situation with the human boy. It appears a second human has appeared in this cucumber forest, according to locals. Looks like we really are the hot topic as of now, huh? Yeah, I wonder how people will react to us when we make it to the city. It appears that the Queen has made a statement directed to the human boy just now. I want to speak with him, she says. I want to meet him at my palace. If you're reading this, human, she continues, I want you to go to my palace as soon as you can get there. I guess that Kappa wasn't kidding. Well then, looks like we're heading out at the crack of dawn to get to the city. So, yeah, that's kind of the motivation for the rest of the series, is, we're going to meet the Queen to figure out what we're doing here, and, try to get back home. Wow, I've never met royalty before. Yeah, neither have I. Do you think she wants me there too? Well, I'm not sure what else we can do to get back home, but, well, Junior said that in the midst of an unforeseeable calamity, the Queen would call on someone from above for assistance. Seriously? So, I have no idea what that calamity could be, but it looks like fate is in my hands. Potato Elizabeth. God damn it. I was hoping that wouldn't be mentioned. Okay. No. This is how. Oh no. So, Potato Elizabeth is a meme inside the Aquatopia community. Basically, I was doodling once, and I drew like Elizabeth's head. I drew the hair, and the back of her hair ended up making it look like she was a potato, because I had not drawn the neck or the torso yet. So everyone just says, immediately spams Potato Elizabeth as soon as she's on screen. Well, Junior said that in the midst of an unforeseeable calamity, the Queen would call on someone from above for assistance. This is exciting, but also overwhelmingly nerve-wracking. Oh, believe me, the feeling is mutual. Well, you ready to settle here for the night? Yeah, after all that walking. I'm tired already. Same here. Who knows what wonders lie tomorrow, though. And that was Chapter 3. Again, it was kind of just like a breather chapter. There wasn't a whole lot going on, but I still like it. I think it's nice. No. Stop the Potato Elizabeth, please. No. Don't you guys see what's happening? I'm being threatened by Potato Elizabeth. A Potato Elizabeth flew around my room. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, that was Chapter 3. Real quick, let's see if there's any secrets in this one. Up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Indeed there is. So, we put in a number. And look at that. Oh, cool, I have an email that hasn't really been getting any traction, but, Okay, please stop with the Potato Elizabeth spam. It's causing clutter in the chat. But yeah, I have an email. Yeah. All of my self-portraits, look at them, they're all garbage. Oh my gosh, guys, it's Aquatopia in a nutshell. I'm bad at math, so I will go swimming, and so he did. This is so true. Oh my gosh. My Spotify playlist, I listen to too much music. Yeah, so it's at 612 now. This is outdated information. Yeah. That was chapter 3. Honestly, same score as chapter 2. I'd give it 4 royal staffs out of 5. Honestly, kind of a banger of a chapter, not gonna lie. Okay, now Roach is going to be quite excited about this one, I think, because this chapter features what I would consider to be his waifu. Um, this is Aquatopia chapter 4. I created it to show the dangers of Aquatopia. I wanted to show that, like, even though this aquatic utopia seems nice and welcoming, it very much isn't. There's a lot of dangers to be had in Aquatopia itself. So that's kind of what this chapter is about. Oh my lord, yeah, there you go. There's your favorite. There's your favorite. It's the one. All right. Let's let's start chapter 4 then, I guess. Okay, just let me check my notes here. Okay. All right. All right. So we start with Samuel's dad here, and he's talking to these police officers. You're telling me there's no correlation to my son's disappearance in this hole? Look, sir, we've searched, but that hole leads to the ocean. There's no way a man-made structure of this scale could be built in under 24 hours. There's nothing to help this case at all. We know as much as you do about this. We know as much as you do about this case, pal. All right, pack it up. So this character, this police officer that I haven't named, is kind of important. I will explain why that is. I will make a very important announcement when we finally end this stream. I will make a very, very important announcement. Alright. This hole, what could have caused it? I don't know. Alright. Aquatopia Chapter 4. Let's go. Good morning. You ready to hit the road? Morning? Sam, it's 5 p.m. And there goes my sleep schedule again. 2 more miles to go till the city. I have an announcement to make. Charlotte Hedgehog's up. No, I'm not going to. 2 more miles to go till the city. Yippee. To be honest, I'm a bit scared. Scared of how others will react to two humans in the city. I mean, after the Kraken, I've been worried about what would happen if we meet someone actually threatening. That was one bad experience. I'm sure we'll be fine. Maybe, but we don't know the depths of what lies down here. That's a funny reference. If you know, you know. I guess that's true. Alright. So, In the City is a song that exists, and I made it, I guess. I wanted to make it a bit more jazzy. Because when you think of a city, you think of jazz, I'd say. Hey, Samuel, look at the city! We're finally here. Now entering Aquamarine. So this is Aquamarine City, the capital of Aquatopia. Oh my. How are we going to find a mess? How are we going to find the palace in this mess? Sam, the palace is in view. We just have to go north. Right there. Right. Seems everyone is walking. Figured they would have had some form of transport. We're underwater, you know. Yet we can still breathe. Touché. It seems a lot of people are staring at us. Yeah, we're famous after all. No, like, a lot. Oh, yeah, that's quite a bit. I'm getting really uncomfortable. Same here. And so they book it. Look, an alleyway right there. We can hide until there's less traffic. And so they do. Well, at least no one tried to do anything to us. Now, Roche is probably very excited because he knows who is going to be introduced in this scene. And I actually have some very cool and epic trivia about that. I guess, but I just got really anxious. No, it's fine. You know, maybe you're right. No one's actually tried to harm us, so maybe I should be more trusting. My, what's this? Wow, it's that human and his friend that's plastered all over TV. What a treat. Who are you? Oh, how rude of me. Allow me to properly introduce myself. Nice to meet you. I'm Helen. I'm the guide of Aquamarine City. Okay. So this... Roach is freaking out in chat right now. So this is Helen. Helen, I have to see you again. So this is Helen. She is a very not so great person. We'll get to that in a bit as we read further on. But I have some... I have some things to say about Helen that some of you might not know about. So, I had some ideas for this chapter that I ended up completely just scrapping for good reason. So, the first reason was that when Samuel and Elizabeth entered the alleyway, the original plan was that they would run into Helen in the middle of a seaweed deal. Do you get the joke? It's hilarious. It's very funny. I'm a comedy master. So the thing about Scratch, which is what I upload the chapters on, is that they're very strict about stuff being like family-friendly PG. So obviously I couldn't get away with that. And I had to scrap it. Weed. See, this guy gets it. Another idea that I had, which I absolutely could not get away with on Scratch, was that Helen, who threatened Samuel and Elizabeth... Okay, Stickbur, please stop spamming. So, Helen was originally going to chomp off Samuel's arm, just like his whole arm, like the whole thing, just the whole arm, and then later he would get it replaced with a robotic one. Now, obviously, you can see why that wouldn't exactly be allowed on Scratch. So, of course, I couldn't do that, especially if it was going to be like him bleeding everywhere or something. So that was scrapped real quick. But that doesn't mean Helen doesn't have any bite, pun intended. Yo, Jesus. Yeah, it was a bit morbid, looking back on it now. I'm kind of glad I didn't go with that. It would have been, like, a huge, stark change in tone. Still like her? I don't know. I don't know. Do you, Roach? With this information in your hands, how do you feel? Yeah, she's not like the other girls. Awesome. All right, let's continue. Enough dilly-dallying. Oh, pleasure to meet you. As you may or may not know, we're trying to meet the Queen, and Sam, I don't want to alarm you, but judging by the horse-like figure of her body, I think that's a Kelpie. Okay, doesn't understand. All right, so you know how Helen said that she was the self-proclaimed guide of Aquamarine City? I hate to break it to you guys, but she was lying. I know, it's a wild concept. But, yeah. Where was I? We're going to see the Queen. No, I mean, Kelpie are known for being very manipulative and dangerous according to folklore. Relax, I'm sure they're not all like that. Sam, they eat humans. What? No, I would never. I'm just a seahorse, you see. Really? Because last time I checked, seahorses don't have legs or a mane. So tell me your intentions, Helen. Okay. And now, time for... No, this cannot be... Roach, I hate to break it to you, but she was using you, man. Okay, now time for one of my favorite tracks that I've ever composed for Aquatopia. This is Caution, Caution, Caution. It is my attempt at rock, and I don't know if I did very good, but I like it. I'm proud of it still. Quick, caution, 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 appreciation. Stop with the line. Okay, so that's enough appreciation of Caution, Caution, Caution. It's a good song, I guess. Let's continue. Fine, you caught me. It's been so long since a human came down to this wretched utopia. And I'm not going to suffer through a diet any longer. I want some good old-fashioned human flesh. What? Such a shame. So young to die, too. Samuel, run! Oh no, you don't! Come on, do something! And then he electrocutes her. But, again, with some more unused scenes, because I just love those, apparently. The original plan was it was going to be a montage of Helen just chasing them around the city, and I just like imagine them running into like fruit markets and like ruining them, and just like funnies. But I didn't go through with that because this does the job. Yeah, and then Helen is electrocuted. I just did that. Yeah, where did you get that? Why are you asking? Because that was the first ruler's staff. What? Well, stay clear, because I'm not letting you eat me, or my friends. Helen, just eat a Snicker. You won't be craving flesh anymore, trust me. Could Snickers be used as, like, a substitute, could help get... that could be a new marketing tactic. Try Snickers. It gets you off your human flesh addiction. I think. Not guaranteed. Fine, you're off the hook for now, but we'll see what happens when you meet the Queen herself. She may not be so merciful. Well, that was a weird interaction. Pretty desensitized to having people stare at me after that. Yeah, I guess. Wait, Ellie, Sam, this is the Queen's Palace! Although it is getting late. Well, time for Lies Out then. We have some big challenges ahead of us. I can feel it. Alright then, good night. Good night. So that was Chapter 4. I want to talk about Aquamarine City a little bit. And just, like, some lore dumps. So, Aquamarine City is the capital city of Aquatopia. It's the Aquatopian powerhouse. And it does have electricity. They have quite a lot of technology there. It's the best equivalent to a real life example I can give is look at Berlin in Germany, and you basically just like take Berlin in Germany, put it underwater, and that's basically Aquamarine City. Very, very advanced, intelligent city. And yeah, that's Aquatopia Chapter 4. I gotta say it's one of my favorites. Helen's a fun character, I'd say. I like her. I wouldn't say she's one of my favorites. She's up there, but it was fun to write her. Although the proportions on her art half the time are not very good. Honestly, I gotta say, I don't know. May we see the map? I mean, I don't have a specific map for Aquamarine City, but I have a map for Aquatopia. Okay. Yeah, so I do have a map for Aquatopia. Let me find it real quick. Sorry, hang on. Let me get this map up here real quick. Okay, so this is the map of Aquatopia. It's it's essential. It's nothing crazy. There are some locations that I haven't introduced to you yet. The 3 locations that I've introduced so far are Kappa Village, Coral Reef, and Aquamarine City. So Aquamarine City is the biggest out of all of them. But Kappa Village, Coral Reef, that was in chapters 1, 2, and then 3, respectively. And then some of these locations you haven't seen. So that's New Atlantis, Keratin, and the seafloor border, which you might see someday. I don't know. I might touch on those at one point. But for now, you'll just have to be left speculating, I suppose. So, yeah. But that was chapter 4. Honestly, I gotta say it's a little bit lesser to me than chapter 3. Because I don't know. I just feel like my motivation was a little bit drained when working on it. I think the process of every chapter was starting to wear on me just a little bit. So I'll give this one 3.5 royal staffs out of 5. But wait, we haven't checked out if there's a Konami code yet. Well, let's see. Up, down, left, right. Secret song selected. Sorry, what happened? I blacked out for a second. That was weird. I sure hope a corrupted version of Another Atlantis didn't play while I was unconscious. So yeah, that was chapter 4. It's pretty good. I like it. It's up to 15 views now. Last time I checked, it was at like 7. Okay, weird flex, but okay. So next up is chapter 5, and I'm gonna be honest. When I think of this chapter, I do not think of good thoughts for two reasons. One, it was delayed it was delayed really badly. Uh, and two, I had caught COVID-19 when I was working on this chapter, and it really set me back. It really put me for a loop, and I was just miserable, and I just I just felt so worn out, and it was so that contributed to the delay because I had to rest in bed. But also, when I was trying to get work done on it, like, I only got really 2 days of work done before COVID hit because my family was over for the summer. So I was occupied spending time with them while trying to balance working on Aquatopia, and I ended up getting barely any work done on the chapter, and so it just kind of wore on me. And I I'm glad that this chapter was out now, but it it really opened my eyes to the fact that you can't really put yourself through a work cycle like that because you're just going to burn yourself out. And so when it came to chapter 6, I decided to adjust. I just ended up adjusting just like my work ethic and stuff. Sorry, what did I miss? So I talked about chapter 4 and how I feel about it. And now I'm talking about chapter 5 and how it kind of burnt me out a little bit. Um but all in all, I do feel like it kind of it kind of paid off because honestly, I have to say I'm quite proud of chapter 5. I'd say it's one of my best. Even if it was delayed to hell and back and I was absolutely miserable while making it, but you know. Okay, I know this hole didn't up and disappear. Wait, I know he didn't up and disappear. This hole has got to have something to do with it. There. Now with this, I can get video footage of what lies down there. 1 hour later. How long does this thing go on for? Huh? What's this? Well, those cops weren't lying when they said it was just a beach. But is that it? Samuel, where could you be? So, yeah, chapter 5. Let's go. Oh, some of you are probably wondering what that thing is on Mizuko's, like, arm. So, it's like a badge that basically means that you're part of the Aquatopian government. Basically means he's a general. Gemma also has one, but she just doesn't wear it. And, yeah. It's basically just, you know, hi, I'm part of the government. Check it out. Okay. Yeah. So elegant maiden red. That's what I'm sticking to when it comes to her character title. You dork. It looks like we've been sleeping all day, as it's 7 p.m. now. Oh, it's just you. Still shaken up about her a bit. Well, the palace over there leads to the palace gates. Wait. I can't speak. I'm sorry. Well, the stairs over there lead to the palace gates. Do you think they have any security? Let's find out. Okay. So, for whatever reason, the xylophone sounds vaguely, like, powerful. I don't know how, but it can convey some feelings of power, even though it's a very childish instrument. Ugh, these stairs are steep. They go on forever, too. Ugh. What's that? I think you mean who's that? And they are attacked by someone who is a crab man. There's more of them. It's an ambush. Several duels later, no one got hurt, don't worry. Well. If it isn't the two demons. If you've managed to mow down all my guards, surely you must be stronger than expected. Let's hope you match my expectations. Who are you? Who am I? I am the gatekeeper of the Aquamarine Temple. I am the one of the utmost higher up of the Queen's workers. I am Mizuko. Wait, Mizuko, are you Junior's dad? So, you've met my son? I hope he's been doing well. I've been living in the city for about a month. So, yeah. Mizuko is related to Mizuko Jr. Big surprise, I know. But something that I haven't really shared publicly is their family name. They actually do have one. So Mizuko's full name is Mizuko Midori, and Junior's full name is Mizuko Midori Jr. So their surname is Midori. Yeah, I'd come up with that even after Chapter 5 came out, but, you know, I wasn't gonna go back and add a surname to the character titles. It was a little bit of it was kind of a pointless thing to do, in my opinion. So, yeah, I didn't, but, yeah, that's their family name. Is Midori. Well, anyways, you were about to kill us? Ah, right. The Queen has seen your adventures so far and has tasked me with testing you. Wait, the Queen? But she wanted us in her palace. Yeah, that is, if you're strong enough. Let's just get this over with. Let's see what good approaching me with an attitude like that does you. Until the fight begins. Swings his sword, Elizabeth dodges it. And then she grabs her knife and swings it at him. And then they clang. And Samuel's just kind of there. Wait, that staff, how did you... I'm aware of its history. I found it at a hotel. I don't know how it got there, but step back, else you might just get shocked. And then... since he's distracted, Elizabeth notices, and it's just like, now's my chance. He's distracted. And then knocks him down to the ground, grabs his sword, and threatens him with it. My weapon of choice was a knife, because I trained with a sword. And now, I have two weapons at my disposal. Now, leave us alone. Okay, you proved yourselves worthy. That was easier than expected. Look, I'll let you in, but... do you really want to do all this in one night? The day's nearly over, and you have a pretty heavy task ahead of you. So, we have to sleep outside again? Oh, geez, is that what you guys have been doing? More or less. I've only slept indoors like twice so far. Whoa. Now I feel kind of bad for attempting to beat you up. Alright, I'll call the closest hotel and pay for the room. Thanks. What's with the sudden kindness? Tomorrow, me and Elizabeth Evergreens will be walking into the palace of the Queen. What awaits us on the inside? The answer is not yet known. And that was Chapter 5. All in all, even though I, suffered through the creation process, I like it. It's nice. It's fun. It's a nice one. Yeah. I feel like it was it was a pretty nice chapter, I'd say. Um, yeah, that's about it. Yeah. But now you might be wondering, yes, the Konami code. Whoa, I wonder what the Konami code has in store for us this time. I said, I wonder what the Konami code has in store for us this time. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. You're trying to tell me that this chapter doesn't have a Konami code? Yeah, so after chapter 4, I kind of ran out of ideas for the secret Konami code. So I just kind of stopped after chapter 5. I don't think it's going to be coming back anytime soon. Sorry if that was your cup of tea, but I just don't know what to put there anymore. I used to have some cool little secrets to share, but I don't anymore. Hang on, how's the stream's health doing? It looks like it's doing alright. Alright. Yeah, so that was chapter 5. Honestly, I'm gonna have to give it 4 royal staffs out of 5. It's pretty good. And now, we come to the end. We come to the most recent chapter that I have out. Besides chapter 7, which I'm still working on, this is the end. This is it. This is all I have out so far, and this is where we're going to end the stream after we're done with this. This is Aquatopia chapter 6, the most recent Aquatopia chapter. I released it about a month ago. I wanted to make this one intense, because this is the second to last chapter, when you think about it. We only have one chapter after this left. Outside of that, Aquatopia is done. After chapter 7, the series will end. So when I was writing Aquatopia chapter 6, I wanted to make it feel like, yeah, you're approaching the finale. Get ready. So there's this looming undertone of worry that comes with chapter 6. Well, not worry, but just like, a menacing undertone, I suppose. Yeah, let's begin. Tomorrow is the day I walked into the palace. I wonder, will I be meeting the queen? Or maybe another one of her minions? Well, anyways, I should at least try to get some sleep. Are you nervous, Samuel? It's hard to say I'm nervous when I don't know what I'm about to experience. What do you mean? We're going to see the queen, aren't we? Well, maybe, but what if we don't? What if she's tricked us? Or what if it's another servant, like Mizuko? Well, how else are we going to get home? So, this is what I like to call, this is where Samuel starts to worry. Because he's kind of scared. I'd say. He's scared of what he's about to experience. Plot twist, nothing. He gets to the palace and it's just vacant. There's no one in there. But no, he's a bit concerned. He's a bit worried about what he's about to experience. So, yeah. And then Mizuko shows up. I'm just now realizing I forgot his eye patch. And he's not wearing his eye patch. And I didn't notice while I was making the illustrations. So there's just one big character error throughout the entire chapter. That's awesome. I love that. So it's Mizuko. You ready? As ready as I'll ever be. So, they walk into the city. So, tell me about the Queen. What is she like? You want to know about Her Majesty, Queen Ruby Aquamarine. So that's her name. So, the Queen's name is Ruby Aquamarine. You don't quite see what she looks like yet, but her name is Ruby, and that's... yeah. She's Ruby Aquamarine. That's who we're going to meet. That's what we're trying to do anyways. Is that her name? Yes. I think you two will be pleasantly surprised with her politeness. I didn't mean to do that. She is polite? Yes, if not a little rambunctious. She's still beloved all the same. It seems you really value working with her. To say that I'm fond of her would be an understatement. Well, maybe meeting her won't be so bad. So he unlocks the door for him. Well, here you are. Thanks. Gemma, please go easy on those two. I know I'm not nearly as strong as you. Well, here goes nothing. Okay, so this song is called Hydraulic Hierarchy. And let me tell you, I was so indecisive of this song. I like it. I liked it when I made it. I was proud of it. But the problem was, I kept changing it. Every single time. I'd like, listen to it again, and then go into Online Sequencer and, like, change the key, or change, like, the notes ever so slightly. And, like, I just could not. I could not decide on it. So, yeah, that's Hydraulic Hierarchy for you. I could not decide on how to hydraulic the hierarchy. Whoa, this place, it's tacky? I was gonna say beautiful. Yeah, it sure is. The faces, artwork, everything is just amazing. Right. We need to move forward, you know. Okay. I honestly don't understand how rich people can live like this. Seems they just like splurging a lot. We're here. We get to meet the Queen herself. Well then, let's do this. Not so fast. And this is Gemma Oceanorum Melancholia. You might be wondering why her name is so long. Yeah, me too. A real worm? A real mermaid? A real worm? I've never seen worms before. A real worm? Oh my god. This isn't a stream about Aquatopia anymore, it's just a stream to see if I can pronounce the word mermaid. A real mermaid? If you wish to meet the Queen, you'll have to get through me first. Oh jeez, that sounded so corny. Ugh. So, do you serve the Queen too? Yes, I am her highest servant, Gemma Oceanorum Melancholia, so, I don't think I've read this chapter well. Well, this is your first time. Welcome to Chapter 6. That's a long name. It's also just a string of random Latin. She sent me here to test you guys one more time, so we have to fight now. Ugh, jeez, why am I so bad at this? What? You're not. Really? Nah, you totally scared me. I was shook. Wow, okay then. Well, anyways, this is a divine crystal. Divine? Divine is in heavenly? So, I think Stickfur can vouch for me here, and kind of explain what the divine crystal is, because it's kind of something that we decided together. We'll get to that in a bit. I'll explain that in further detail in a little bit. But we're both the creator of the divine crystal. So it's essentially, she explains it in the chapter. Yes, that's right. It's a crystal blessed for. Yes, that's right. It's a magical crystal divested. I can't talk. I'm sorry. It's a crystal blessed with magical power from the gods. They aren't common in Aquatopia, so we had to get it from elsewhere. Is that what you're going to test us with then? Yeah. Well then, we can take you on. We've survived 5 whole days. Just a moment. I haven't told you this one's power yet. This gem has the power of summoning sea life at will. So even though Aquatopia takes pride in science, get ready to face the wrath of its rare magic side. Is that good? Don't worry, you're nailing it. Alright. Phase 1, School of Fish. So, yeah, she can... This divine crystal, as it's called, can summon sea creatures at will. So, she summons a school of fish. Back off. So, they attack the fish. Well, if you thought that was all, then you shouldn't be so assuming. Let's see how you fare against electricity. Phase 2 is jellyfish. I could say the same thing to you. So he zaps away the jellyfish. Yes, the jellyfish. Zaps away the jellyfish with electricity. Fight Zyre with Zyre. Mizuko told me about your stolen staff. But let's see... But I've been saving the best for last. Let's see how you fare against this. Final phase, sharks. What about Chapter 7? I'm afraid that you're going to have to wait for that one, Buster. Is something malicious brewing? I'm afraid you're just gonna have to wait, I don't know. Sharks. Okay, so let me talk about sharks real quick, because they are not easy to draw. I have a Scratch friend called Being999. He makes cool Scratch games. He's more talented at Scratch coding than I am. And, he likes sharks. So, I had to consult him, asking him how shark work. Because I did not know how shark worked. At all. And so, he had to teach me how to draw sharks, which was fun. Epic. What should I do? Do I even have enough electricity to stop these guys? Well, it's worth a shot. Yeah! Insert anime effects here. So the sharks are scared, and they swim off. I did it! Not gonna lie, the song's catchy. Yeah, I like this one. Incredible. It really is the first staff. Samuel, where did you find this? Oh well, I found it at this hotel and... Hotel? Oh no. Oh no. The Gothic Reservoir? That damn innkeeper. She's always stealing something from us. She's obsessed with the ballast. A little while ago, the first ruler's staff went missing, and we all went into a state of panic. I see. Well, it looks like it's time for us to meet the Queen. Oh, right. Give me a minute. Alright, so I spoke with her, and we concluded that it would probably be best to let you rest tonight and meet her tomorrow. What? Why? Because your visit with her will be much more than a friendly chat. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that too threatening? Just follow me to the guest bedroom. Am I going to die? And that is where Aquatopia has been left off. That is how far I've gotten. I'm working on Chapter 7, the grand finale. It's still happening. Don't worry. It's something that I've been working really hard on, and I'm really excited to show the finale to all of you. It's truly something that I've been working on for ages now, and I'm honestly so proud to see where Aquatopia has gone. From its humble beginnings as just an experiment to test my capabilities to see if I could even make a comic series, to something that has such a dedicated and friendly fan base. All I want to say is thank you. You know, 2022 is ending, and so much has happened this year, and I'm noticing a pattern that the 2020s just seem to suck. But all of the support that you guys have given me all of the feedback and constructive criticism that you've given Aquatopia that helps me improve my work. This passion project of mine that I have worked on for 2 years now, when it has finally released, and now its release is reaching a 1 year anniversary. I just want to say thank you for making my 2022 to every single one of you. It Your support and everything like that made the lows of 2022 sting a lot less. And honestly, I just have to say thank you for everything you've given me when it comes to Aquatopia. All of the fan art, all of the fan arranges, all of the even just like the memes. Like I joke about hating Potato Elizabeth, but I secretly find it funny too. It's so it there's nothing quite like the feeling of you creating something and putting that out in the world and just getting positive feedback from it and getting love and support from people who are just enjoying some dumb little passion project you made. It's honestly an amazing feeling, and it's nothing that it's something that I wouldn't trade in for the world. I'm not gonna lie, Aquatopia is not popular, but that's okay. I'm not in it for the popularity. The small community. Hello, Derpy. You're at the end of the stream. Unfortunately, you you we still have a little bit more to go, but I'm basically just saying my final goodbyes, saying thank you for for this whole year of Aquatopia. Thank you for all the support you guys have given me. It honestly, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I understand that Aquatopia is not it's not a big hit. I get it, and that's okay. I'm content with the small fan base that I have now, and I can't see myself enjoying anything bigger than that, and that's okay. So, the main takeaway from this stream is thank you. Thank you so much for enjoying Aquatopia. We still have one chapter to go. We're almost at the grand finale. But when we get there, I hope it's something that we can all celebrate. I was not expecting this dumb little stream to get emotional. I'm sorry. Uh, before I sign off, I would just like to make a small announcement. I really love your Aquatopia work. Thank you so much. I love your EOSD style arranges. They honestly they're awesome. They they go hard. They slap. Keep up the good work. Um, yeah. Before I sign off, I would like to make one quick announcement. That I can't really do on my own. I'm going to need the help of a certain someone I know. So let me see if they're down to announce this with me real quick. I'm going to see here. Hello. Hi. So, everyone, please say hello. Please say hello to Stickbur. This is
Hi.
my this is this is my partner in crime. We are criminals.
Yes,
We're
we
going
worked
to
on
scratch jail.
yours and
Um,
the thing.
we just want to make a quick announcement, real quick, regarding both of our works. See, he is the creator of a series called The Depths, which is
Yep,
similar to
working on it right now.
Aquatopia. It's another comic series that's based on Scratch, and I create the music for it. But
Does a good job at it though, too. So
I want to make we want to make one big announcement. This is kind of a big thing that I'm just gonna throw to you guys. But Stickbird, do you want to do the honors?
so Aquatopia and my work, it's called The Depths. Go check it out. Are in the same universe. They are one and the same,
They are one and the
basically.
same. So yeah, they take place in the same universe. Um, Remember how I talked about the cop character a little bit earlier in the stream? Uh, that
His name is
character,
Tim.
also named Tim, also appears in the depths. I don't know if a lot of you put two and two together that that was the same character, but they are. Uh,
They
that
are.
we're going to expand this idea a lot more in the future, but the
Probably.
one takeaway that you should take from this is that um, they're in the same universe. So if you've been enjoying Aquatopia content and you want to know more about the extended universe that Aquatopia is a part of, go check out the depths. Go check out Stickbur's works.
Yes,
Um,
please do.
it gives you some insight on what the bigger picture is, and
And the divine crystals.
yeah, the
It's
divine
got more
crystal
divine
thing in chapter
crystals.
6 has a lot of
It's
relevance
got
in the
way more
depths.
divine crystals. Have fun with that
Yeah.
idea in mind. Basically,
So,
everybody's got. Oh, by the
K-
way, like Samuel and uh, Olivia's hometown, Olivia being the main character in The Depths. Uh, yeah, they're both the same. It's called Yamsville.
yeah, so um Aquatopia and the depths. The town that Samuel and Elizabeth live in is the same town that the main character of the depths lives in, Olivia. They're the same thing. It's
Yeah,
called Yamsville. We'll touch on that a little bit later. But
yeah,
this is a quick announcement that we felt we should make a little bit early. We have a lot of plans, but we haven't really quite explored them yet. We have
yeah,
ideas. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, that's just something that I felt should be kept in mind. And yeah, please check out Stickburst stuff. Compared to Aquatopia, it's not really as well known, and I hate that. So go check out this lovely boy's awesome stuff.
Yeah, please do.
Um, yeah, I think that's it. I don't really want
Yeah.
to. There's not really anything else I want to touch on. All right, there's
I
one thing that I want to leave you all with.
should I leave?
If you want.
No.
Goodbye.
Okay, yeah.
There's one more announcement that I feel should be made. This is a pretty big announcement. January 2023. All your questions will be answered. Good night, everyone. Thank you for enjoying Aquatopia. This has been a fun ride. Um, yeah. Good night, everyone. I hope you had a great time learning about Aquatopia. Um, thank you for tuning in, Derpy Uwu. You, even if it was a little bit late, your you being here was quite welcome. Thank you to Stickbur for sticking around and helping me with the announcement. Go check out Stickbur's stuff. Hey, is it okay if I arrange one of your songs into EOSD? Yeah, go ahead. I don't mind at all. Speaking of which, go check out Derpy Ooh stuff if you like Toho music. If you do, they make some really awesome arranges of Toho songs. Derpy Ooh has made a couple of original songs too, all in the style of Toho 6. Also, I hope you have a great year. I hope you do too. Um, yeah, thank you for sticking around, Roach. Um, Roach is Roach is like a DJ. He makes music occasionally, so be sure to check that out. Happy New Year, Crim. Happy New Year to all of you. Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. If you don't, happy holidays. I just like happy December 25th. This has been fun. Yeah. Thank you everyone and good night.